viewers, welcome back to my channel English with Bala Visalakshi. We will move on to the third part of parts of speech, adjectives. Today I am going to tell you what is an adjective, why do we need or what is the purpose of adjective. Then I am going to help you to remember adjectives, how can you develop your adjectival skills, then how you have to order the adjectives when you write a sentence, and then finally I am going to deal with the types of adjectives, right? Now to begin with, what is an adjective? Right. A dark night, right? A strong wind blowing, jingling of anklets, quick movement of an image with white sari. Have I brought you to the end of your seats? That is the work of an adjective. I never said just night, I said dark night, right? And then I said jingling of anklets. So this has aroused your curiosity. So that is what adjective does. It qualifies, it describes, it modifies a noun or a pronoun. Okay? A pretty frock, a very simple sentence with adjective. Frock is a noun. How is a frock? A pretty frock. Okay? Now, then it gives you additional information. When I told you about the night, I told you about the wind that was blowing, I told you about the image that was passing, I told you about the sound that was heard. So it gives you additional information. And where is it placed? It is placed before a noun in a sentence. And when there is a linking verb, it is placed immediately after the linking verb. Here, that adjective will do the work of not an action, but a state of mind. For example, Hari feels bad that he is late. Here, bad is the adjective. It is not an action, it's a feeling. Okay, so it's a state of mind. Then again, when words are attached to the adjective to explain the meaning which comes after the noun, with the meaning of it, it will come after the noun, right? He was a man of great wealth and resource. Here, what type of man was he? Great wealth and resource. So when there is a phrase to explain the man further, it comes after the noun, right? We'll now move on to why and the purpose of adjective. Why should we use adjectives? To describe and differentiate. Ram is tall, Sham is short. Both are boys, but what is the difference? One is tall, the other is short. For easy identification, right? Then to narrate abilities. Ram is bold and courageous. So we know his ability, right? Language complexities. We use a lot of vocabulary to make what we have written appealing, or to make people listening to us get interested in what we are saying. For example, when you introduce someone, we'll say, he's a well-learned and scholarly person, right? Then concrete and abstract. Concrete is something which we can visualize. Abstract is something which we can feel. So when we use suitable adjectives, this is also possible. If you don't use adjectives, your sentence will become bland and boring. It will become plain. Just like how you go to a hotel, the bearer comes and asks you, do you want plain dosa or special ghee roast? Immediately we say special ghee roast. That is because we are able to add something onto it, right? Just like how mummy adds spices to make your curry very delicious and mouth-watering. How can you develop your adjectival skills which are used from essay to tweets, right? The first thing you have to do is to memorize. Mathematics formula you memorize. Physics derivations. Chemistry equations. Likewise in English certain vocabulary we have to memorize, and one among that is adjectives. Memorize adjectives ending with ed, angered, bored, annoyed, ing, charming, beautiful, ful, less, hopeless, shameless, why, beauty, ous, sumptuous, right? And then not enough, don't stop with that alone. Whatever you're learning, you have to use it while you are writing. That will make your writing really impressive. Now, I'll just give you a simple tip. For example, you take the common things which we use very often in our life. We talk about animals, we talk about food, we talk about people. For animals, you have certain, just giving you one or two. Huge, striped, webbed, wild, tame, winged. When you describe these animals or birds, use such adjectives. When you talk about the food, you say yummy, juicy, inviting, tasty, creamy, right? Same way when you talk about the quality of people, he's kind, generous, reliable, compassionate. Then appearance, you say skinny, chubby, then blonde, well built. Okay, you say, so try to keep this, you try to memorize and keep it in mind and use it. Now let us see how to order the adjectives in a sentence. In what order you should place them. See, in life for everything there is an order. If we do not follow that, we'll mess up. You just take preparing an omelette. First you have to put the pan on the stove. Then you have to pour oil on it. Once the oil gets heated, you have to break the egg. Then you have to spray some salt and pepper on it. Then you have to turn it so that it gets roasted on both sides and then you serve it hot. Similarly, when you write a sentence, when there are 2 or 3 adjectives in a particular sentence, there is a particular order to be followed. Right? The first thing you have to do is, you have to write a determiner, a and the. Then opinion, which means what do you think about that noun? Is it beautiful or valuable? Then see the size. Is it big or small? Describe it. Then what is the shape or the age? Give a description of the shape or the age of the noun. Then the color will come. White, brown or red. Then you have to say to which origin or religion it belongs. Is it a Dutch or southern region, or is it an aquatic being? Then the material. Is it wooden or metal or glass? Finally the type, electric or two-sided. Just examples I have given. But this is the order you have to follow. Determiner, opinion, size, shape or age, color, origin or religion, material, type. We will take one sentence for you to understand. A beautiful little 3-year-old girl. Started with determiner. Then beautiful is the description of the noun. Then the size is little. Then age is 3-year-old girl. I told you everything will not come in the same sentence. You will get 2 or 3. See the next sentence. This is my favorite. Determiner. Favorite, my opinion. Red color. Velvet material. Then noun. Okay. The baby amused himself with stuffed colorful toy. You will not say colorful stuffed toy. You have to say stuffed colorful toy. So this order should be followed to see that it is understandable, readable. Okay. Now we move on to kinds or types of adjectives. The first one is adjective of quality, which is also called descriptive adjective because it describes a noun. Foolish crow, difficult paper, long lesson. Right? The next one is adjective of quantity. This answers the question how much. I want some water. There is enough water. Right? Then adjective of number. This answers the question how many. 5 puppets have been made. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. Then demonstrative adjective. This answers the question which. Which boy is stronger? That boy is stronger. That for singular. These and those for plural. These mangoes are ripe. Possessive adjective. When the noun stresses on whatever is given or it declares ownership, you have to say it is possessive adjective. Mother bird was sitting on her eggs. Right? The book you are reading is mine. Then interrogative pronoun. It is a questioning adjective. We use the question words what, which, whose. Whose book are you reading? I am reading my book. Right? Then proper adjective. This is derived from a proper noun. So you call it so. This is a popular Indian restaurant. See here, Indian, it's a proper noun. Popular is adjective, so popular Indian restaurant. Then finally you have compound adjective, which is made by joining 2 or more adjectives together. She is a happy-go-lucky doctor, very cheerful, not worried about the future. Happy and lucky, right? Or you can say never-ending. So these are the different types of adjectives. As you practice, you will become familiar with these. Finally, we will come to adjectives of comparison. Comparison happens when 2 or more things are taken and the same quality in both the things or more than 2 things are compared. Right? So, it's only the qualities which are compared. This can happen in adjective and in adverb. Now I'll take one quality, strong. And I say X is strong. I'm just saying he has that quality. That quality exists in him. I'm not comparing X to anything else. So it is called positive degree. We have to express it in degrees of comparison. It is called positive degree. The second stage is called comparative degree. Now I am comparing X and Y. I am saying Y is stronger than X. So what have I done? I have added ER to the adjective, and along with that I have used than. I have told you Y is stronger than X. Then when I bring in Z, I am saying of all the three, Z is the strongest. It's called superlative degree. So what have I done over here? I have added the before the adjective and est along with the adjective. So see how it is expressed. Dear, dearer, dearest. Old, older, oldest. All these are one syllable word. Strong, I cannot separate the word. Similarly, dear, I cannot separate. It's just one syllable. But look at this word, beautiful, beautiful, difficult, wonderful. These are two syllable words. When I compare two syllable words, I cannot use ER and EST. I cannot say beautifuler, beautifulest. Instead, I have to say beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Right? Now, this is with regard to the syllables in the words. Now, there are certain words, exceptional words, which again cannot be used adding ER, EST. For example, I cannot say good, gooder, goodest. I have to say good, better, best. First company had a good profit. Second company's profit was better than the first. But the profit yielded by the third company was the best. Right? So, bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Many, more, most. Much, more, most. So, these degrees of comparison, again, we use it when we communicate. Use it correctly. Right? Again, I think this session on adjectives, this video on adjectives would have been useful for you. If you feel my videos are fruitful, please subscribe.